Powered by Riverside.
No, all right now.
Yeah, y'all bring that out.
Welcome back to Dad's a Gamer. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for joining us. And since you are joining us, you need to make sure that you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. But first off, before we start, I just want to give you a little bit of news. We got a little 30-second gameplay. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna let Joe talk about that later. But we got some 30-second gaming news. Just so you know, Starfield has officially went to the PlayStation 5. I don't know. Maybe Rick got something to tell us, but maybe exclusives is over for Xbox. I don't know. Next, we got some gaming AI, the Copilot for Xbox. And let's just say it's a little bit eager to please you. In whatever way, I don't know. Also, we got Amazon Spring Sale for some gaming products. Check those out. But let's get into it. How we doing, boys?
Good.
I'm all right, man.
We all feeling good?
Yeah, bro.
Y'all don't look happy right now.
Hey, I'm a little
upset
tired,
here.
but I'm all right, bro. Messing with y'all guys on Marathon, I'm a little tired pulling this overtime on Marathon. Yeah.
I don't know how y'all boys even up there, because pulling that 9 to 5, man, I had to go to sleep. I can't do it. Too old for that now.
Yeah, man. We got some updates, man. Man, shout out to Rick, man, for getting married, man. Shout out my good brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
He done took the
Appreciate
plunge,
you, brother.
bro. He don't even understand his life is over as we know it. It ain't about. He don't even.
Hey, look, I had a coworker to say, when I told him that I needed Wednesday off, I had a coworker to say, yeah, Rick got a funeral to go to, but he know when I was going, you know, too, and he's like, yeah, Rick got a funeral to go to.
Yeah, man. Man, Rick,
It
shout
was
out
funny,
to you,
man.
man. Very happy for you, man. Wish blessings to you and the wife, man. I'm praying for y'all, man, that y'all have marital bliss, continue to move forward. And we got some other good news today, y'all. So we have officially hit over 500 subs. So I appreciate y'all so much, man, for the love, for the follows. We can't do this without you. And as y'all continue to go on this journey with us with life, being Dad's a Gamer, I just want to say thank you. We love you. And tell a friend about us. You know, this is important. What we're trying to do, man, we're trying to bring us dads together to continue to game, to have a good time. Because as Rick sees after going and getting married, your time is very limited because it's about what the wife wants. So, you know, when you skip away for a little bit, you can just slide on them sticks, you know, and the commencing to doing what we do best, and that's enjoying life. So shout out to y'all.
And let's not leave out the
brothers, man.
Let's not leave out the gaming moms too, because just from noticing, we got some moms out there that's following us too. So shout out to them as well.
Oh, that's right, man. That's right. Absolutely. Yep.
But let's jump into it. Rick, I know you got a bone to pick with me, so we're gonna start there. Starfield. I don't even know if you played it, but you're mad about it. How you feeling? Starfield, the last game that has not been on any other platform other than Xbox, going to PlayStation. How we feeling?
Every topic that you want to bring up, we have got something to do with you ragging on my Xbox, man. I mean, at this point in time, I'm like, what do you want us to play PlayStation, bro? Is that what you're trying to implicate? Like, you just want us to be a PlayStation 5 kind of a guy? Like, I mean, brother, I mean, listen, I'm not mad at them. Like, PlayStation 5 doing their thing. But every conversation that we're having is like the downfall of Xbox. The next conversations that we need to be having needs to be giving Xbox their flowers. I get it, the 25-year anniversary and whatnot, but that's not enough. We stayed on that topic for like 2 seconds and then it just dissipated. So I need you talking about some good stuff with Xbox and what we got to bring instead of the downfall of Xbox. And that's just where I'm at with it. I'm not mad at them. I mean, get all the exclusives from Xbox to make it like not even the game of the century anymore. Like, yeah, I mean, cool. But what is Xbox? What are we coming with in the near future? I believe it's going to be superb or superior to any other console that's coming out, to be honest. So when you got the what is it, the Phoenix rising from the ashes, you guys probably heard about that. I think that's what Xbox is doing right now. Like, we are all ragging on it, but Xbox is going to be coming back with a vengeance. Maybe the next system. Maybe not this one, but yeah, the next system. But stop ragging on this one, because I love it. And that's just my bone to pick with you. So
Okay. All right. That everything you got to say? I want to make sure I give you plenty of time, ample enough time to get everything you want to say. That's all you got to say,
I
right?
really don't know nothing about Starfield, but if it was an Xbox exclusive, I know that a lot of that stuff is going to PlayStation, or PlayStation is buying it out. So Xbox is no longer, it's just singular console. It no longer has just its own thing. Everything is getting sold off and even made better. So
Yeah.
it hurts. Don't get me wrong, it hurts, but it's the truth. But I don't like you bringing it up, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, Joe, where you at on this?
I mean, I got an interesting perspective about Starfield, man. So, with Starfield moving to PlayStation on April 7th, I don't think it's going to hurt Xbox in any way, because for one, I don't think a lot of the community is playing that game like that, right? I mean, I don't believe so. But I do think it will help just with sales on the PlayStation side, right? For Xbox. So I think that's a good move, man, because again, it's kind of like the sharing of the guard, where like we understand we're the two titans in this space and we need to be working together instead of working against each other. So I think from a marketing strategy and business analysis perspective, I would agree that Xbox needs to shift a little bit with exclusives in some cases. Now, for those that are just diehard, this is Xbox and we don't want nobody playing this on anything else, then yeah. But Starfield, I'm okay with them sending that over to PlayStation. I am, because it's gonna be a great move for them, just in terms of the game itself. I think about Destiny was a PlayStation exclusive, right? And then they released it over and it came over to Xbox. Now I'm not comparing the two, but I'm just saying, like, that's the sharing of, maybe they can get them a little bit more, gaming content on the side with players just wanting to just experience what Starfield looks like. So I'm okay with it, bro. I'm completely fine.
Okay.
hey, Joe, I also got a comment with that. So basically, what you're saying is, let's say Starfield heads or Starfield players, would that bring more people to the community since it's going to another system as well? Is that kind of what you're implementing?
Yeah, because I think, when you look at gaming as a whole, right? There is a division between like PlayStation players and Xbox players. There's a big division. And so what we're seeing, and I'm gonna just take Marathon as an example. What we're seeing, right, is, and this is where I will give Bungie a little bit of credit. You're having players now come together from different gaming communities, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, and they're playing games together. And I like that, bro. I do. I like that, because it's saying we don't care about what gaming console you're on, whether you're on PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Gaming is for you. This is where you can come together and play this game. And like I think all the four of us have seen, I think Marathon has done very well with embracing everybody to the table just to play. It's an extraction shooter. It may not be for everybody, but guess what? you don't know who you're gonna run into, whether it's an Xbox player, PlayStation player, or PC player. Like you don't know who you're gonna run into. And that's been fun, you know.
Hey, I asked a guy yesterday how to do something, and he told me to press W, and I said, "What are you talking?" Because he was on PC, I'm assuming, and I'm on Xbox. He said, "Oh yeah, you hover over your map and press W or something like that." I'm like, brother, we're on two totally different.
Yeah.
But that was cool though. I mean, I jive with it.
Okay. All right. I see your angle, Joe. Stickman, what about you? Where you at?
I mean, I think it's better just for gaming as a whole. I mean, I agree with the fellas, man. It's always good to spread the love, and you know, I never thought I would say this coming from from us. We grew up playing games like Halo, right? Where that was Xbox exclusive. With Xbox till we die, at least back in the day. Um, take the barriers down, knock the walls down. Make gaming like available for whomever from every platform, and then work on making the best system, which is another thing that I think Microsoft is really going to have to lean into now, because Microsoft is extremely strong in the PC space, and I feel like lean into what you're good at. This next Xbox, of course, regardless of whatever exclusives it may or may not have, lean into what you're good at. Make it an extremely powerful PC that's very good at multitasking if that's what you want to go in, but just don't lose your main audience who made you, which are gamers. I know we're going to get into the whole AI topic and all that, like moving forward, but I don't want to see you stray away from gaming. I don't know if I want my Xbox to be my multimedia console. I don't know if I want it to be setting timers and alarms for me and be my wake up clock and use it to make video calls and do all of that. I still want the primary focus to be gaming, but I mean, break these barriers down, man. Starfield's a great game. It's received a lot of updates since the beginning. In the beginning, it came out to a rough launch. I don't know if you guys remember or know a whole lot about it, but it's another basic Bethesda title, something similar to Skyrim. I don't know if you guys ever played that. It's an older game, but people got a lot of love for it. One good thing about Starfield is the modability. I mean, you can mod the game and pretty much make it to whatever you want it to be. It's like an open world space sandbox right now. But I've even seen people mod it into things like Star Wars. We got the Death Star out there and all of that. I mean, it is amazing the capability of what you can do with that game. So I'm glad that people on PlayStation get to experience it, man. And I mean, it's more money for Microsoft. Maybe they can use that money, put into their next console that Rick is talking about, and we'll have an even brighter future. So I mean, I'm all for it. I think it's a good move.
Okay, so it seems like the boys are all in unison on how they feel about this. I mean, and just for what it's worth, to me, this is not so much about Starfield going to PlayStation, because with Starfield going to PlayStation, I think they're like top 5 in pre-order sales right now. So I mean, that says enough as it is. My whole thing is, since this is the last game that was exclusive, in the end, kind of piggybacking off what you said, Stickman, what is going to be the reason or justification for someone to want to buy an Xbox? Because before, the difference between the two was I play a PlayStation so I can get God of War, or I play Xbox so I can get Halo. Now PlayStation is still in that same realm. Xbox is different now. So what is going to be the reason for people to want to buy this new system? And I'm fully on board where they need to make sure that this console PC hybrid is the best that it needs to be, so people actually want to buy it. Because I think Rico, you and I were talking about it because somebody commented to us on YouTube saying why buy that instead of a PC, and we're like, you can put this in your living room. Most people don't want to play PC games in the living room, and this is something you can. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, what's going to be the reason for people to want to buy this?
Facts. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Steve. Yeah.
Well, Steve, also, like, the graphics on the PC is like superior to any console that you have, depending on your graphics card and latency and all that stuff. Like, so when you make that kind of comparison, I wish that consoles had PC graphics. I feel like that's their upper edge. Let's just say shooter games. They can see more clear, objects appear more distinct instead of blending in on console. I think that's what's gonna set it apart. That people want to have that kind of clarity with that game. The graphics. I think that's what's gonna set Xbox apart from, let's say, PlayStation 6 when it comes out. But who knows? They might build a powerful console that can run the same, let's say, graphics card as Xbox. Then we got a problem because then it's like, okay,
Yep.
well, what's gonna set it apart? I
One
don't
thing,
have the answer to that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
one thing I'll add to what you're saying, Rick, and you make a really good point, man. Like if you're giving all your exclusives away, meaning you have no more exclusives, okay, fine, that's all good. But if it comes out to this next generation of consoles, if I have a PS5 or a PS6, I'm guessing moving forward, we got a PS6 and we have the new Xbox that's coming out, right? If the PS5 and the Xbox have similar or pretty much the same graphics, if they're close to the same levels of power, right? But my Xbox can do more, meaning it's also operating as a PC, meaning we have that Steam integration, or they have other, I don't know. I feel like if you watched our previous episode, how we saw that they can lean into Steam and kind of have all your Steam and PC games available on Xbox. Microsoft is already experienced in the PC building space, so they could lean into that, and that could possibly push them ahead moving forward, right? Whereas PlayStation or Sony, I don't know if they're willing to, they kind of have their walled garden, you know what I mean? Kind of like how Apple is, right? They don't let everybody kind of make updates or push updates to their platform. They kind of want to keep it just Sony or just PlayStation. As I mean, if my new Xbox can play Steam games and Xbox games, I mean, I feel like that's even more of a reason for me to lean into Xbox as someone who already has a ton of PC games and does a lot of PC gaming. But something funny you said earlier too, and this is just kind of a side note, how you said you were asking the guy about instructions or how you do something on Marathon, and he told you to push W. So Steve and I were playing probably when it first came out, and we joined a trios match with matchmaking. And of course, Steve and I both playing on Xbox. So we joined in with a PC player, and he said, "Oh my God, 2 dinosaurs!" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?" I'm looking around in the game like dinosaurs. I ain't know there were animals here. He was like, "No, I'm talking about y'all two are 2 Xbox players." He like, "Y'all still exist?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, we still out there."
I felt that's where you was going with it. I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
I was like, "Dang, 2 dinosaurs, bro. That's where we at now." Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's all about preference, But at the end of the day, what is Xbox going to do to make those preferences make you want to stay on Xbox? Because I don't know if y'all saw the news with PlayStation, as they were putting some of their games on PC. They've now reined that back a little bit. Like they've said that most of their titles are going to stay on PlayStation, and the ones that may go to PC will be like the online games, like the multiplayer games. So I get why that, but I guess they're trying to rein in more people to start adopting, or to continue adopting the PlayStation brands. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But this kind of now leads into the next topic of
about this.
Microsoft
Hold on, Steve.
Copilot, the AI Copilot. So I don't know if y'all read into this or even saw the videos of like how Copilot within the game can help. But just before I even go into that detail, what are y'all thinking in terms of the AI within the game to help you? Matter of fact, we're gonna start back over with Stickman.
Okay. My advice or my idea on that moving forward is just Xbox, Microsoft, don't lose the plot. All right. My Xbox is meant to be an Xbox. I want a game on it. I don't want to, be standing and say, Xbox, give me the new cooking recipe. I don't really want to do all of that. I just want my Xbox to be focused on gaming. I don't mind Copilot in the background. Anything AI right now makes me nervous, just because it's so easy for Microsoft, especially, to go overboard with it. And they've been called out by a lot of people for going overboard with AI. So, and also, if my PC or if my Xbox/PC, I'll just say my new Xbox is dedicated to gaming, right? How many resources is Copilot taking up in the background? If you get rid of Copilot entirely, will my gaming performance improve? Like if you want to put it there, don't shoot me in the foot and tell me to run a mile. Just literally just take it off my console then and give me all of my resources available for gaming, but don't let it be a crutch. So if you're gonna add it, I mean, Microsoft, please take it easy. Take it easy with that. Ease us into it if that's what you want to do, but just don't lose the plot, please, and don't make my Xbox just I don't know, a computer that's just sitting there listening to my every word and taking up resources and slowing down my gaming and keeping me from enjoying it for the reason it was created.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
All right, Rico, where you at on it?
Yeah, I mean, he put the nail in the coffin. I don't want my Xbox to be an Alexa. I already got one of those in the crib. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, make it make it be focused towards gaming instead of just, oh yeah, you can come in here and now you got a laptop on a TV or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask for that. I asked for it to be game focused. I mean, we have PCs. At Joe's point, the other day, like, we all got strong PCs. If we wanted to play PC games, then we just hop on our PC. But not everybody have that luxury, let's just say, of having a PC that's as strong as ours, and then having a gaming system, whether they want to have an Xbox or PS5. But when you do have that all in one, I think that's gonna be the selling point. Maybe some PC guys might come towards Xbox knowing that it's a super PC Xbox, like, kind of deal. Like, you don't know with what audience that this console is going to create. And going back to Stickman's point, I just don't want it to be overly exerted with just, non-gaming focused kind of ordeals. Like, focus on gaming still with it. It can still be a cool PC, but just focus on gaming and improve that area, graphics and everything. Now, I was gonna make a point with our last topic, Steve. The reason why I love Xbox is something about the controller, man. I love the way the controller fit in my hand. I like that you have triggers on the back. You know what the triggers are for. What are triggers in real life? Like, so you know what it does. And even the triggers, like, maybe what would a trigger be for like a racing game? You know that one is gas and one is brake. I just I mean, Xbox simplified it for somebody like myself, you know what I mean? Which I feel like I'm decent at games. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good, but it simplifies it to where you don't have to go in trying to think about what you're doing. And with a PlayStation controller, it's a lot different for me, man. I just cannot, you know what I'm saying? It may not it may not be the Xbox for me just because of graphics and exclusives, but it's the controller, man. It really is.
So you just like how it fits in your hand, huh?
Yeah, brother. It immerses me in the game, no diddy. So, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, that's a
All right,
hard
Joe.
pause on
I know
that.
you're gonna go into.
That is a
Come on,
hard.
Joe.
All right. So I got a completely different perspective from you all. All right.
Nah.
We're starting to integrate AI a lot at work just to make processes faster and more simplistic and easier. All right. When I think about having Copilot in the background, I think you can do one of two things. I think you can give the option first to whether you want it running in the background, like when you first set up like the system, when they first roll it out. And I think they need to give you the feature to whether you can turn it on or off. The positives about having Copilot, I think, it allows the gaming world to be more ADA compliant and accessible for those that may have disabilities. So when I look at it from that lens, I think that is a great feature for me because I also understand, like, there are lawsuits, just FYI, that come out all the time about people or businesses not being ADA compliant. And I'll just use this as a real quick example. When I worked in higher education, there was an ADA compliant committee that I served on. On that committee, we would meet every month to talk about what process do we need to fit to be comparable for everybody else that may have a disability, whether they're blind, whether they're in a wheelchair. you know, what that looks like from our lens. Well, there was a school at the time in South Carolina that got sued by a student that wanted to attend their education department, but they weren't ADA compliant. And guess what? They won the lawsuit. So as we're moving into this gaming world, now again, this is an industry that and again, I know we've seen gamers. I remember one specifically that fought in an Iraq war that came back. He didn't have the use of his hands, so he controls his movement from his mouth on I forgot the little dial that allows him to play. Again, the technology that was created there for that, I think, is amazing. So as we're thinking about what Xbox is doing, I think their new strategy is we want to make this option for everybody. We want to give everybody the opportunity. So I think having AI will help that. It'll help move that along. So that's my perspective.
Okay.
Daggone, you done shifted mine. I agree with that. Yeah, I strongly agree with it now.
I got
I
a
take
little
back
bit to
everything I
add.
said.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe, and the reason why I agree with you is because literally you kept the idea of making gaming more accessible, but keyword being gaming, right? It's
Yeah.
still it's all around gaming, and
Yeah.
I'm all for it being more accessible for more people to game,
Yes.
right? But going back to the controller feeling good in my hands, I will also say
That's another
I don't
real.
know. And Marathon's another good example of this, right? But I don't know a lot of people who plug up a keyboard and mouse to their Xbox, right? Once you dive but so deep into so many layers or menus, or even Marathon's another good example how you got to click on something to find something, to click on something to find something else. I feel like if you add too many layers or levels to it, even if it is AI or just maybe your Xbox being used for something outside of gaming, it gets trickier to navigate using a controller. And I would argue that most people who play on an Xbox use a controller. So keep it easy, simple to navigate. Don't give me layer upon layer, because I don't know if you guys have ever used your Internet Explorer on your Xbox, or at least I don't know if it's still available. I know it used to
Horrible,
be.
bro. It's horrible.
It is horrible to
It's
navigate with
slow.
a controller, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, you could take it away, and I wouldn't even know it was gone because I don't care. You know,
Right.
it's that bad to use. So that's just another layer of like, yeah, if Microsoft, or the AI in the background can help me navigate web pages better. Maybe it just uses my voice to search, and I can say, hey, click on the second link that came up, and it just listens to me and clicks on the link and moves forward. I would love that, because navigating like Internet Explorer with a controller is horrible. But again, just keep it around gaming, and I think we're all in a good space, in my opinion. But I agree with you guys' points, though. Really good points, man.
If I had to guess, I would think that with the next controller that they make designed for the Helix Xbox, I bet it's going to be a button on your controller, and they're also going to put speakers on your controller, similar to like the PlayStation controller, so you can just talk to it that way. But let me go into the feature with the video that I saw with the gaming Copilot, where they were playing Diablo, and they paused it. Well, not paused the game, but however they did it, pressed a button or something, and asked Copilot, what was this material and what do I need it for? In the game, and Copilot went into describing what the person needed to use that material for in the game. So I mean, that's a feature I guess a lot of people would probably use. I guess my whole thing is, how far are we taking this? Are you gonna let the AI play the game for you?
I think that's cheating. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so Steve, can I add on to that?
Go for it. Go for it.
While you're on that topic, I'm not gonna say I don't look at YouTube University when I got a problem in Marathon and I can't find what is a core storage container. Like I looked that up yesterday. I didn't know what it was. So yeah, I looked at YouTube and I get that. It is cheating, man. Like when you're supposed to be trying to figure it out yourself. I think that is gonna be a problem. Well, maybe not for PvP situations, but just navigating through a game, That's what make a game. Like it's almost like a puzzle that you're trying to put together. I mean, if you had ChatGPT or something say, hey, pick this piece up that you got in the far right corner and put there in the middle and start there and then build a puzzle for you, then what's the point of the puzzle? You see what I'm saying? What do you just want it for the picture? I mean, cool. But if that's what it's gonna do, then it's like gaming single player games is just gonna kind of be obsolete. I don't know. Maybe so I take that back again too, because if I do look at YouTube videos and somebody done already posted how to do something, then I'm basically doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So
That's what
I
I
don't
was
know
going
though.
to say, Rick. I think it's okay to have a descriptor in there to say, hey, this is what this is. Because think about it, Rick. We ran around that map trying to find that stuff for you yesterday forever. And I know you was tired of that. And me too. I had a similar objective where like it was the same thing. And I wish I could just hit a button and be like, hey, where do I find these? Or what is this?
Yeah.
Because case in point for Marathon, I think we can all agree with this. I think they did a horrible job with explaining what things are. We had to go in there and by trial and error figure it out. And everybody had to do that. It wasn't just us. It was streamers. It was everybody. So I think if you have something in there like that, not to take away the puzzle side of the game, but hey, tell me what this resource is and what it is used for. Then I can take it from there because I mean, I can comprehend. Now, for those that aren't good at reading the comprehension, yeah, I mean, it may help them even further in the game, which, I mean, hey, look, everybody's on different reading levels, but that's why I tell people you need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to exercise your critical thinking skills. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, if you don't know what 2 + 2 is, I got a problem. You got a problem. I mean, I'm weird. And again, I'm not talking about learning deficiency. I'm talking about people that are simply lazy and don't want to learn. They want to use everything for them. I think that's where AI hurts people.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely agree with that. And I agree with both y'all, because I can see, like, as you're talking through it, Rick, like, you're saying you don't want it, but then as you talk through it, you're like, you know, that this might be helpful. So me personally, for trying to figure out what certain things are in the game, all good with. My whole thing is, how far is this AI going to go?
Right.
Like, is it going to actually complete the game for you? And at that point, like, what are we talking about here? Because I definitely see this being big in single player games. Trying to figure out, how do I do this certain thing to progress to the next level? And if it's just like telling you these are the best tactics to complete this level, okay, cool. But is it going to play the game for you? Like, how far is the AI going to go? And I see you thinking about it, Stick, man. What are you thinking?
Bro, I look, y'all drove me to a new train of thought, and I love it, man. So, kind of piggyback on everything y'all just said. Number one, Joe, if the players are lazy, that's a player problem, right? Giving someone tools to help solve a problem is always a good thing, I think. But for the developers, please don't use the fact that you have access to Copilot to make lazy quest development. Meaning, don't say, "Hey, I'm gonna make this so oblique so that you got Microsoft, you got Chat GPT, that'll tell you how to do it." That means I can scale back on the amount of time, the amount of thought I put into what I'm putting out because I know you have a crutch already. You have a tool that'll help you solve it. So, Marathon was a really good example because you're running around. They tell you what it is, but they don't tell you where it is in a lot of cases, or how to find it, or what it looks like. So you're just running around looking for a map mark. And when you're looking at all these different cores and these different implants and these different attachments, it's so, I don't know, they missed the mark as far as guiding their player to where they want things to go or how they want it to go. But I don't want developers to look at it like, okay, well, I don't really have to put a lot of thought into developing this quest because you can just hit a button and use Copilot now. So I don't want developers to use this as a reason to be lazy either. So it's like, you gotta find that perfect balance, and I think that's what it's all about. But yeah, players definitely need to learn how to use context clues. They need to learn how to read for sure.
Right.
Hey, Marathon, bro, I felt like that they done that on purpose
Yeah,
to keep you looking in that bag So you
Mm-hmm.
get lined up.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
Getting that cleanup on aisle 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Matt. I get matter of fact. I'm gonna stray away from the conversation just a tad bit, but it lines up with what you're talking about though, Rick. Because when Joe and Stickman now pulling our 9 to 5 on Marathon the other night, we got pinched inside one of the rooms, and they end up catching Joe and Stickman, and I'm like hiding in the corner, and I just peek out and I see the dude rumbling through his pockets, just looking for everything. I gunned him down, ran to the other side. I said, dude, pop a smoke. And then just sitting there looking for me. And he started rambling through the pockets. I gunned him down. The next thing I know, the other dude, he's a daggone assassin too. So he threw a smoke. So I threw a smoke. And I'm looking around, I'm like, what is dude? And we sitting there beside each other. Then my daggone Marathon, you need to fix your audio, bro. My daggone audio keeps going out. I couldn't even hear my teammates telling me he's right beside you. We sitting there beside each other. I didn't even see the man.
Well, if you stop using that damn Starbucks Wi-Fi, you'll be all right.
Oh, here we go, bro.
That's what the problem is, y'all. Let me just tell y'all something. He don't pay for no Wi-Fi. He lives right next to Starbucks. And he beams his console right off of thetheir Wi-Fi connection.
Nah, he run an extension cord from that building.
Yeah, facts, bro. Yeah, horrible, bro.
I've been running on Starlink over there.
Hey, Steve,
right,
that is a great point though, man. Like it take you a minute to run a man pockets up on that game.
It does.
Bro.
Because you gotta look at what's what. You only got so much backpack space.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else I hate. Think about the load time. As soon as you open that bag, it like hits one little block at a time.
Yeah.
Instead of like it just opens up everything at once.
They did it on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
They
and
made it
again,
take time so
that's a
somebody
great
else can
feature
line
in the
you
game
up.
when you think about it, because it's like if you're gonna run in here and I'm just sitting behind this crate and I was like, oh yeah, just open it up. Just open it up. Just open it up. I got something for you. I got something for you. I mean, for real, it's a great feature. But it makes me mad.
It keeps the tension so high the entire time, you know.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Man, Rick, I wish I could have gotten that bag yesterday,
bro. Yeah.
Yo, look,
but
I watched Joe
before we
unzip
move to
that
the
bag,
topic, though.
Steve.
Hold on. I know I shouldn't have did that though. I done changed the subject. I apologize to the viewers out there. But before we move to the next topic, just as we wrap up AI, is there anything else y'all wanted to add on what you want to see from it or what you don't want to see from it?
I mean, I think I told y'all a while back, man, a couple weeks ago, that this is where they were heading. I saw it because you have to. You got to change. Like, you have to stay with the current, and a lot of people don't like AI. They don't.
I'm one of them, Joe.
But I will say this: if you want to stay credible in your skill set with work, you're gonna have to adjust to using AI, because you're now competing against other people that know how to use AI too. And so for me, like, AI is just another tool that I can put in my tool belt to help me get the job done a lot faster and more efficient. And I'm smart enough to utilize AI for the benefit of getting something done, but I know also how to do the job itself. So it's just a checks and balances thing, for me. So yeah, that's what
I think AI is very manipulative, though. Like, let's just say, not even with gaming. I think that it's putting out false narratives that people don't know what to believe anymore. You know, let's say if you're watching a video, it looks real, but is it real? I go straight to the comments, be like, oh yeah, this is AI. Some videos don't say that, but I be thinking that it was AI. I be like, it's too good to be true, whether it's something bad or something good. That's where I'm at with it. But like Joe was saying, I gotta roll with the punches. Like if we're gonna elevate in this thing that we call, life and earth and world, then yeah, like we're gonna have to learn to accept it and the good and the bad that come with it. But what good can we get out of it, for this new console coming out? I think it'd be good for it, but if you wanted my honest opinion, I think that AI is definitely ruining a lot of stuff. But now that we're here, is with what we got. Some people can agree or disagree with that. I think a lot of people will agree because it's getting kind of crazy out here when you get on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. You don't know what's real, what's not.
All right. Stickman, do you have anything you want to add?
I mean, I'll close it out with just one point on AI, and this was something I saw on Reddit. I think probably last week or maybe the week before. A guy asked ChatGPT, I believe, and I won't even call him ChatGPT. I'll just say he used the AI service, regardless of whatever it was. And his intent was to wash his car. He said he typed it into ChatGPT, or maybe he was just speaking to it, but he said, "Hey, ChatGPT or whatever. The car wash is a half a mile away and it's sunny outside. Should I walk or should I drive over?" Right? Of course, ChatGPT is saying you should definitely walk. It's a beautiful day outside, right? But if I walk to the car wash, my car's at home. So it's like a prime example of like you said, Joe. Use it to supplement, but not to substitute. Like you still got to have some common sense.
That is
So
a
use it
bar,
to,
ladies and gentlemen.
yeah,
That is a bar.
yeah. Supplement, not substitute. So that's just all I gotta say about AI. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'm
And
not
if you-
gonna say we should never use it and never take advantage of it, because technology is going to advance, and this is just a product of it right now. Do I hope it changes course and maybe gets better, gets more efficient, and also learns when to get out of my way? Like, don't trip me up with AI, but yeah, supplement, not substitute, man.
Okay.
Great point,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah.
That just leads me to my last topic, y'all. So we just spend 5 minutes on this. I just want to honestly see how y'all feel. So by GameStop standards, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the Wii U are all now considered retro gaming consoles. How you feel, Joe?
I love it, bro. So I'm gonna take y'all back to a little bit of nostalgia, right? Xbox 360 came out in 2005. Just take y'all down the timeline real quick. The PlayStation 3 came out in 2006. The Wii U came out in 2012. So I want y'all to think about how technology has shifted between those timelines, man. It's amazing. And so when I think about it being a retro fit, man, it deserves it. I mean, absolutely. I think, this is where Halo, Call of Duty, I remember Rick wearing the helmet when we were playing Halo together. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man. So I appreciate just, and if you're a real gamer, you just understand, like, that was just a fun time in life. You know what I mean? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how much fun we used to have in mom and dad's house?
Graphics look so real to us back
Man,
then.
talk about it. We was like, man, it's the best thing since pants on pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, that's a ball right there.
yeah.
Pants on pockets.
Yeah, man. But I mean, man, listen, man. You have to, if you're a real gamer, you got to appreciate where we came from to where we are now. I mean, because the way technology has just advanced and grown over time, it's just amazing, bro. So, I mean, and I just think about y'all. What was that game that y'all played on PC? Y'all remember that?
Conquer Online.
Conquer Online. You remember that? Y'all love that. I remember Steve used to mess up the computer with viruses because he downloaded all this stuff.
Virus detected.
You know what I mean? Like, Rick used to be at the house. He would leave his play in the training zone all night. He come back. It didn't get no any training points because jump locked up.
It messed my whole day up. Like that morning on, I was mad. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Just for something that happened overnight.
So yeah, but yeah, Steve, it is an amazing thing to just think about where Xbox and where all of it has just came from since then. So
Nintendo 64, 007 GoldenEye.
Yo, that was my game, bro. That was my game. Love that jump.
Yeah, man.
Rico, Stick man, how y'all feeling, man? How did it make you feel old? How y'all feel?
Yeah, now that's another case I was gonna bring up, Steve. I was like, well, Joe, that depicts how old we are. Like now that games that we done enjoyed back then, and I think that we was kind of young adolescents then, and now here we are. Yeah, it makes you feel old, brother.
Hey, look, he is definitely old because he forgot what he wanted to say.
He can't even argue back. He had to put his head out.
Oh God. That on head went up, everything. Like, yeah, my damn mind just went blank.
Your hat went up. Your hat was laughing at you.
Hey, chat, I just want y'all to know Ricky looked like Kung Lao of Mortal Kombat.
Come on, bro. Hey,
He looked
I
like
was
a
gonna
Cuban
even give it to the
guitar
point
player.
that nobody better say I look like Cam Newton in the comments, bro. I don't want to hear that mess either. You know how he got the hat on and stuff.
You
He be
do
looking
look like him,
weird
man.
and
You look like
crazy.
you could be his brother.
Bro,
Come
I ain't
on,
gonna lie.
don't even say
Until you
that.
said it, I see it now.
I see
Bro,
it
I
too.
got to looking at myself. I was like, they better not say that. They wouldn't be wrong though.
Oh man.
All right, Stick man, you got the last one up. How you feeling, man?
I'll say, man, it definitely does make you feel dated. Thinking about it, man, when I think about retro games, I think about the Game Boy Color. I think about Pokemon Red and Blue. I think about Super Nintendo, Legend of Zelda. I don't know, Mega Man. I mean, I think about things that came out in the 90s, right? That's when I
Mario.
think about retro. And then we're talking about the console Xbox 360, where we used to play Need for Speed Underground, is now considered retro. It's crazy.
Facts.
Midnight Club.
Yeah, Midnight Club.
Man.
I used to love hitting that NOS.
WWE SmackDown, when you put people on the
Mhm.
finisher and throw them off the top of the Raptors and all that. I mean, it was
Hey Sean, do you remember the Game Sharks for like the
I
Game
do.
Boys?
The cheat code
Oh,
thing.
Cats could
boy,
cheat.
yeah.
Yep. Be on 007, never die. Yeah. Yeah. But I'll also say too, man, just with the last point, it does make me feel old, but it makes me feel blessed to be here. Because I mean, think about this, right? Like, bro, you know how many more generations of gaming I'm hoping we get to see? And at some point, right? Think about this, man. You're not going to be able to have a conversation with a lot of people about games that came out in the 90s or the early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
There are people now that have never seen a record player. You know, there are people now that don't know what an album is. There are people now that don't know what an 8-track player is. So yeah, I feel dated, man. But I'm blessed to be here and to be here. Sharing all this with you guys. I think it's getting old is nice, man. It feels good.
Yo, my folks used to say they used to go outside and play with mud and make mud pies.
Yo, my mama told us the same thing, bro. She did that too.
I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, without a game system.
Hey,
But
Rick, I
we grew up
got
with
one
that.
for you, Rick. Mom says she used to take cotton and make shirts and put it on the cats. Bro, that joke was so funny when she said that. I was like, what? And she said she used to put the cat in the baby stroller and push the cat around.
Bro.
Yo, that's
Boy.
funny, man.
What
Just
the
imagine my
world?
mama is our age doing that mess, man. That's just funny, bro. Oh, man, that's
Boy.
funny, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh God.
That's a good one though.
Hey, thanks, bro.
No, we
Oh,
came a
man.
long way.
Came a long ways, bro.
It's a good time to be a gamer, boy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, facts, man. Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Well, we done pushed it past the limit today, boys. That's gonna be it for all our Dad's a Gamer fans out there. Just want to say again, if you like what you heard, go ahead and subscribe to us. Share it with some of your friends. Also, we ain't gonna get into it because there's too many to get into, but just check out the Amazon spring sale because they got some games on sale and some consoles on sale as well. So with all that said, we hope y'all have a blessed day.
Let us know if y'all like the backdrop too. I knew.
Yeah, man.
Backdrop.
And y'all, we got some shirts coming for y'all if y'all want to order some shirts. Dad's Gamer shirts, you know what I'm saying? Show some love.
Wait.
Yep.
All right. And with that said, we out.